So I think we should be good to go. In 3, 2, 1. You know what they say, the bitterest truth beats the sweetest lie. But in the startup world, founders often get served a dessert platter of sugar-coated nonsense. Empty praise, vague interest, and ghosted emails, instead of the cold, hard truth that they actually need, like a purchase order or a check from an investor. That's where EthAum comes in and makes a difference. Our roast sessions are designed to turn up the heat live and unfiltered. Founders face tough questions, real feedback, and zero fluff from seasoned experts. It's like Shark Tank meets group therapy, but with more burn and less hugging. And today, stepping into the fire are Kevin and Ella, founders of Radiance and Archon, based in Hong Kong. They are in the hot seat, ready to be grilled, obviously constructively, by our panel of truth-slinging pros. Now, I will request our panelists to introduce themselves. If I may start with Dr. Sophia. Dr. Sophia, please, a quick introduction. You're on mute.
Are you able to hear me well?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Yes. Hi, I'm Sophia Morgan, and I'm an educator, school leader. I've been in education for over 20 some years, and I'm also into tech, any educational technology that I think can help to support my students. I like to be on the cutting edge of that. So I'm so excited to be here to hear from other edutech startups and to give my feedback and expertise as they share.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Dr. Sophia. I appreciate your time today. May I request Dr. Sandeepa to go next, please?
Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Sandeepa. I started off as an educator when I was a teenager, and it's my 4th decade in education. I'm the principal in Adani International School, and I've seen the transformation of education from books to iPads, and there are many advantages as well as challenges that educators face today. I'm here to see how the new EdTech tools would benefit and bring more challenges to our learners.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Dr. Sandeepa. Appreciate your time today. May I request Abdelhamid to go next, please? Unmute yourself.
Good afternoon. My name is Abdelhamid. I'm the head teacher of Al-Aqsa School in the UK. I've been in education now since 2009, and I have also worked in an education startup that actually is doing very, very well. So I worked with them for a couple of years. My background is computer science, so I'm very well aware of tech and technology in general. I tend to keep up to date with it. So hopefully I'll be able to ask some very relevant questions.
Thank you. So techie and educator, amazing. Thanks a lot, Abdelhamid, for your time today. Eddie, could you please go next?
Sure. Hi, all. I'm Addie Christian, and I am in China. And like many of the others, have been in the business for a little bit longer than I like to share, because that kind of tells us some things we don't always want to share as ladies. But really intrigued with the advantages that AI is adding in. I'm using it myself often, and finding the best ways for our students to be able to use it is what I'm really interested in, and really intrigued by the platforms being shared today and how it could benefit our students.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Eddie, for your time today. Michelle, may I request you to go next, please?
Hi, I'm Michelle Jane. I'm head of an international school in Malaysia. I've also been in education for 20 over years. Well, I think it's important that kids have access to tools. I think they also need to be user-friendly enough for our teachers to be able to share that knowledge. So I'm looking for something that the teachers might also be able to use in a easy pick up and go kind of thing as well.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Michelle. So as you can see, we have a very diverse educators and leaders from different countries, different continents. So again, really appreciate all the panelists, your time today. And I'm sure that you will have some really interesting questions, feedback, guidance for our startups. Now I will request Kevin, founder and CEO of Radiance, to share his screen and go through the pitch. Over to you, Kevin. Please go ahead. You're on mute. Yeah, go ahead, please. We can see your screen. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kevin. Today, I would like to introduce our project, a Real Panda, a SaaS platform to create metaverse in a fast and easy way. So, in traditional way, we learn is basically from study, student, reading, image or video, but there's passive learning. Why we will use it? Because VR is an active learning instead. Some research shows that compared to 2 hours learning in class, if you VR, just take about 30 minutes. It's 4 times compared with the traditional learning. It's not negative the traditional, but VR as a new tools to help to study faster, easier, and remember the things because we are using active learning. So many people, organizations want to use it, but not why the reason not adaptive is because the content is not easy to create. So not easy because you need professional coding language, long development cycle. You need to develop different model for the different OS or devices. So other builds is difficult to modify. That's why we a SaaS platform to create the metaverse. So you don't need a program language, just simple click and drop. You can create the content. We have a templates with 3D models. So have a quick start. You just use our template and create your simple first VR scenes. At the same time, we support cross-device and OS, PC, mobile pads, iPhone, VR headset, Windows, Mac, Android, etc. So after you build it,
I'm sorry, Kevin. I just want to make sure that you are able to remove the Zoom participant list from the top and the right side because it is blocking your screen right now. Blocking your presentation.
Oh, okay. It's okay now?
This is slightly better. There is also one bar which is coming at the top of the presentation. You may want to remove that as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Maybe
you just put it somewhere else.
Okay.
It is slightly better. Yeah, this is actually much better. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So we are growing into the growing market size. In the coming 5 years, the market size is growing about 44%. At the same time, the content creation is also is a growing industry. So what we're doing is turning the complicated coding procedure into a simple procedure to build a metaverse as simple as building Legos, save time, save cost. Just simple feels that you can create your own metaverse. First of all, you can register your web, and you can create your own avatar, make a project, and you can use our template to quick start, and then you get the industry point and properties. That's all. 6 simple steps, and your first VR design or project is ready. Now we have a quick demo. Oh, okay. This is a back panel. So after the creation, you can edit your context and show the public. And here you can manage your avatar characters. And after you create the context, you can manage your project. So we have different level of administration, including super admin, school administration, teacher administration, and student version. So you can manage all the projects under your organizations and approve it and set the preference level. And also we have some. Also, we have the program to set the events. For example, we have some simple drag and drop. So you can, as a STEAM learning, your student can use the simple drag to program the NPC character. For example, as a reception, when their guests come to your school, it's a grading and sends message, etc. Also, your student also can make a simple program, use our program. And we have a distinct different advantage among our competitor. For example, we have our own 3D model library of about 5,000. We have live streaming. So we have, for example, in case of the events, we can invite speaker to share. We have social networking, chatbots, and also marketplace for the user to share their creations to others. And we focus on to apply in the education, marketing, also cultural talent and training. So we currently mainly focus on the education and the culture, which is interterritorial storytelling. And we can apply in different courses, for example, history, science, geography, etc. Currently, about 20 schools in Hong Kong is using our VR as a STEAM project for them to teach your students about STEAM concept and create their metaverse. There's a demo quiz. It's a secondary school to use a VR Panda. For example, the student takes a video, VR, an image, a video. So use our platform to create their school VR tours to introduce the parents, visitor, etc. And also the exhibition for some competition events and art gallery for the Cancer Foundation and the university as a demonstration for their students, etc., etc. And I'm the founder. I'm a master in AI as actually. So in the next phase, we're going to an AI element in our VR pandas. And we got the angel fund invest from Hong Kong Tech 300 and also China Resources Schools to carry out the project and accelerate our project. And also we have a partnership with the Cyberport and China Resources Institution, also City University. Our business model is mainly from the subscription models, and we have premium free models for user to try. After they try, they can buy the subscription model to enjoy more functions. And we have different plans, for example, freemiums, but 2-month fees, and we have professional service, enterprise organization packages for the school or organized user, etc. They can use have admin rights, have live streaming. They can use create their own avatar character. For example, the school they have the student can, the NPC can use your own uniform, so to introduce their school or event, etc. The context or the core values our system is the user-generated content. So as more and more user-generated content is enhanced to values our system. So after that, we can share their content in the marketplace that make the recycle loop to enhance the growth. And we have because we have a high value margin. For example, at the margin of this system about 85%. So we proceed that we have a high room to growth in coming 5 years. We look for 500K to have an invest in the growth in scale and extend our markets. Currently, we focus on the Hong Kong and in Asia Pacific, there are also huge markets. Also, we have the China markets, and we have an adaptation for the Chinese version as well, because this system can allow the user to access us directly with any apps, and there's no limitation, unlike Google or anything, they can access directly, so no need to the VPN to access our web. So we are doing this to make a global biggest ecosystem to build a VR and AR without any coding and language. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Kevin, for the quick presentation.
Yeah. And we can have a try. The simple try. and you can simply scan the QR code, and you can go to the access demonstration.
Awesome. Shall we take questions now? Yeah, Dr. Sandeepa, please go ahead.
Hi, Kevin. Lovely presentation. Thank you for that. It's when you do it for education, you do it for children. Have you taken inputs of?
Sorry, wait a minute. Okay, now, yeah.
Yeah, can I start all over again?
Yeah. Please start.
Please go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Kevin. Thank you for the presentation. I must say, wonderful work.
You.
You have done this for schools, and that would, children would use your product. Have you taken any inputs from the students or children, and what were they? That's one. Second, you have got 16 schools that are using this. Have you collected a data from the students, and what were the challenges that the children faced?
The challenge faced sometimes is for when they use the first time, they have maybe new for the technology. So it take 1 or 2 weeks to adapt that version. But when students are smart, they still like pay just like pay games like Rebos. You pay Rebos. So we were quite similar to the Rebos, and after that they love it because they can create their own content. And we after we deliver to the students to school, we get the positive feedback from the school, and some of the schools about us in case they have any chance to make an MC question. So after they create the content, they can use to know really if the student really know those the content of the PR project. So after that, we are learn from the market. So we make a MC question function in the VR Panda. So after they create the content, we have some accuracy question, and they can if the student answer the question, and we get the result. Okay, maybe it's 5 questions. So we also have a measurement of a system export the result. So the teacher know if really the student or the guest know what they deliver in the VR materials.
All right, and my first question was, did you take any inputs from students before you created this?
Input.
Did you take any of the students' views, ideas, opinions, or inputs before you created this product? Because it's for students, isn't it? So their voice is as important.
Yeah.
So did you take something like this? Was it a survey done, or did you have some interviews with the students as to what were their requirements, and then use that for your product?
Yeah. Thank you. And yeah, we before we started, we have a focus group. So for example, the NPC character style, you can see by the video, it's quite cute. It's not realistic. So we have first interview. Okay, if you would use your avatar character, what kind of style do you like? So we'll use the realistic with some cartoon. Most of the students, okay, I would like to cartoon though. It's more funny and interesting for us. So it is actually an example and what kind of style we have a focus group to understand what style they prefer, what function they need before we start, and that's finally we start the project. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that answer your question?
Dr. Sandeepa, does that answer your question?
Yeah, more or less. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Sophia, I think you had a question.
Yes, thank you so much for sharing with us, Kevin. I thought the presentation was interesting and gave me a lot of content and context. My question is about data surrounding students' learning. So you did mention that at present there are a number of schools using the VR in your region in Hong Kong. So what I want to know is, have you collected any data surrounding the skills, knowledge, and competence that students may have acquired from using the VR in the classrooms?
We have this course guideline. The course guideline, I mean the step-by-step learning. For example, okay, get started, create your first metaverse, advantage skill, and etc. And after that, we have an assessment. For example, if the student can do make their own avatar and program the character. So and because we have because this course is developed by the school, we can't control what you should teach, what you should learn, but we have a guideline for the first and feedback from the school, our teacher. Most of them maybe follow 80% of the content. Some of them they will modify it because of their school, the need of their school. And we have a MC questionnaire for the student to get the feedback. So we get the data about what they want. At the same time, we have the measurement of data to how long of the scenario they stay in each scenario, what the intersection point, I mean the area they take more and stay more. Yeah.
All right. If you don't mind if I ask just one more question.
Please go ahead.
I know you mentioned, thank you so much for that. And I like the fact that teachers are able to tailor it and modify it to cater to the needs of the students in the classroom. So my next question is surrounding teacher support. I know you mentioned that the system is designed to be very simple, drag and drop, but sometimes teachers need more support. Does the company provide any support for the schools that are using the technology? And what does that look like?
Oh, we have a guideline for the teacher. So of course we have some demo video before. I also have a guidelines for the teacher. So they can use our guideline or course structure to teach that. And in the admin panel, in the previous demonstration, you can see after you use a login, there are step by step. Okay, take this, and then take this. So just follow the instruction. They will know how to take the verb. After the user, the teacher learn the first time, they can teach a student. So in our experience, we organized a half-day training course about 2 hours for the teacher. So after the teacher, most of them, they can know how to use it. For some advanced skills, they can may ask us for support for sure. But the core of our web panda is to make it simple, so it won't be very complicated. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have other questions from? Yep, please, Abdul, please go ahead.
Okay, I have a few questions.
Yes.
I've been using VR for quite a long time now. I would say I'm probably one of the early adopters from 2010. One of the things being a school head teacher, and I think it was already mentioned by Dr. Sophia, in terms of the cost and the maintenance of devices, it can be quite cost prohibitive.
Yes.
So one of the things that you really need to think about is what is going to how is it going to benefit student outcomes, really? That's really the main thing I'm looking for as a head teacher. How is it going to improve my student outcomes?
Okay.
And then that way I would be able to kind of tell you, well, okay, it's value for money for me, or it's not going to help me. I've got another question after that as well.
Okay.
Because sorry, just before you start, I'm also a computer science teacher. So for me, when I'm teaching coding, and I'm teaching, students, so it looks very similar to the methodology, the kind of block programming, similar to Scratch. We also use code.org as well, so for the kind of block programming. So I can already do that on the computers. So why would I now go and purchase some VR headsets and make things more complicated and more expensive?
Yeah, that's a good question. For the improvement and sort of in the previous figures, many research already showed that, for example, 2 hours using traditional course is if you use VR, it's about 30 minutes. So 4 times efficient than the traditional way. That's the advantage of VR. That's why you use VR. For example, I have a kid, 7 years old, and he really like VR. Some of the course about science. When we touch in the book, they he liked the science, but when they read the book, it's quite sometimes boring. But if you play it with VR, it's very funny. So this attract him to learn the knowledge from the more gaming or VR way because it's active learning. That's why that's the value of the VR. And for you said it does. I mean, I guess your point is okay. Is there any research so that VR Panda can improve their efficiency? That's a good question. And we're making, but this case we have to work with school to more data. But in general, VR is have advantage compared to the more e-learning or into the many resources of there. So that yeah.
My next question was around VR legs. So, being somebody who used the very early VR headsets, so even before it went out to many customers, one thing that people would tend to feel would be they'd start to feel nauseous or they'd start to feel dizzy because, like, they're not used to, walking around or moving around in a VR environment. And that to me would kind of cause some safety concerns, that some children may feel like they want to vomit. They would feel a little bit disoriented. So for me, is AR not a better implementation than VR? Because then that way, at least they can see the outside world rather than being enclosed off in a VR headset.
Yeah, good question. Oh, we have considered this because so that's why we mentioned that we have different the web handlers as a cross-device browser. So apart from the VR, you also can use your mobile phone PC to create the content. And so you guys say as a way to have a active learning, but we also support traditional, I mean, the PC and mobile phone to create the content. So, and we have also some AR function. Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of answers my first question as well, because actually, if it's, you did mention it is cross-platform. Being cross-platform means that we don't have to purchase the VR headset. So actually, from that perspective, it's
you can use,
that would be quite good. My final question then is when you are doing technology integration in schools, it's very important that you understand the different technology integration models. And the SAMR model, for example, at the very top, it's something that you can't do in the normal classroom with pen, paper, the normal tools that you'd have in a classroom. What exactly, what outcomes would VR Panda allow me to do that I'm not already able to do with the tools that I already mentioned, things like Scratch or Code.org?
For example, if you organize some events or some function, for example, exhibition to show our we are a school tour, we are school. We have the you can share that we have the social network, so they can just not program it. After the creator VR metaverse, they can invite their friends, parents, guests to come together as to enjoy the exhibition. We also can invite the speaker like you and share the screen, share presentation, and you as you know, they can have a more interaction, not simple. Do your own content and then you just just load it. You can because the one thing happy is not just learn and create and can share, and you have the social networking to allow the student to share their creation. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kevin. I'm really sorry, but we'll have to move on to the next presentation. And similarly, we will give Archon 15 minutes for Q&A after her 10 minutes long presentation. Ella, are you ready with your presentation? Can you please quickly share your screen? I'm extremely sorry, Eddie and Michelle, you did not get a chance to ask questions on Radiance, but we'll take them later. Apologies. Yes, Ella, could you please go on the presentation notes? Yeah, awesome. Please go ahead. You're mute. Unmute yourself.
Hello. Yeah, hello everybody. Thanks for giving me this opportunity to introduce our integrated smart fitness platform. I'm Ella, and founder of Archon Radiance Limited. Okay. As you may be aware, most kids nowadays, they just like to play games, but they are not really involved in exercise because they think exercise is something tiring. So this end up 80% of teenagers globally, they are considered physical inactive. This is data from WHO 2024. And lack of physical activity has a problem of being they generate 3.2 million deaths a year. That is the fourth major risk factor of the earth. That when they grow up, they may have breast cancer, colon cancer. That is talking about 25% of these diseases coming from physical inactive. So we are going to develop the solutions, which is the IoT and AI integrated smart platform, in order to promote students to do more exercise using a competitive and gaming environment. And then we check and analyze the matrix. Yeah, so these are the smart bike platform that we developed. So we can turn any place into a velodrome, and then you can see we can have 6 players playing together in a racing platform with a current race, 500 meters, and 7.1 kilometer races. And it has the advantage of being easy setup and also boost children motivation for this kind of competition. Okay, we have deployed to Marymount Secondary School with the fitness bike, so we can be linked to a fitness bike because many schools they already have fitness bike, but they need some drive for me to do exercise. So having this competition platform allow them to do inter-school, inter-class competition, and also primary school, Taiku, they also accept a sports zone for the kids. And since we can be our system can be easily installed into small bikes that allow them to use small bikes for primary student to use it. And also help the ADHD student to release the energy. And we have displayed our products in many government projects and other STEM projects. And upcoming, we'll develop and many more routes like SDG Park route for students to explore, and also the China Virtual World or any historical site. So they can also see this when they use this product. And the second solution that we have is a smart tracker with gamified platform. So mainly we track the MVPA, which is a moderate to rigorous activity times per day. That is a requirement from government and also from the WHO to have 60 minutes a day. So we track this and you can show on apps. And also we have various form of data collection in the school, either collect by mobile phone or collect by a Wi-Fi or collect by a Bluetooth gateway. And even you can use the iPad to collect a system. We have already developed all these platform for school to collect the data. And then the teacher will have a CMS, a content management system, to review the data of the student. And also there's cloud system and also the AI engine to support them. And we also have created various gamified interface for kids to enjoy. Like you can collect stars when you walk more, or we have animations. You can decorate the background and when you do all this kind of more exercise. And we have so far deployed into a competition that was organized by Archon and also government projects. So we support government to deliver to over 50 schools in Hong Kong every year. And so far, over 30,000 users and 150 schools have been using our products in Hong Kong. And also, we also support elderly project and other projects. And so solution 3 we have in support is a video analytic platform. So it can contain tutorials, gamified fitness challenge, sport library, and progress report. So we use MediaPride to track the motion, and we have engaged over 100 scouts earlier to do the video analytic analysis. And so from there, we come up with 10 AI posture program. So we allow the kids to play this game more like a gamify. You can see like the gamify coach will teach them how to do exercise. After that, the skeleton will detect their motions and tell them whether they are doing good or not. It's also in a more gamify mode in the emoji. And once they do it, they will collect the stars. And the star will accumulate it. And we tend to make it a like competition. So every day the students they collect stars. And when they have more stars, they're going to raise within the class or within the school. And then so it get them motivated to exercise. This is another fitness assessment that we did this year. So we are going to install more trackers, tracking the emotions by skeleton, and then to measure how good they are. And then we have reports in the applications or in iPad to tell them their progress, how they perform. And this is our deploy in one of the government workshop last week. And also we are supporting the Hong Kong cadet, the government police to track the police force exercise. So our goals is that we have a smart scale to track their students' weight, height, BMI. We have trackers and also an app, a jogging app to collect their endurance. And then we have a push-up and sit-up test for their platform. And then all this integrate together. We give a report and recommendation to schools. And we have supported by the Cyberport and the Physical Fitness of Hong Kong and various organizations in Hong Kong. And we have a strong team with IT, AI specialty. And myself, I've been in fitness since over 10 years in producing all kinds of fitness program. So we were hoping that our platform can be integrated solution to benefit the school and community. Okay, that's my presentation. Thank you.
Fantastic, Ella. You have been extremely short, which is great. I would request Addie and Michelle to go first. Yeah, please.
So I just have two quick questions.
Yeah.
So same thing, you have it out there in the public a lot. What has been the feedback from the students, and how has that impacted any changes you've made?
Yeah, I think for the students that we have engaged in, like one of the primary school Taiku student, before they are very lazy to exercise. So once we installed the bike platform, all students, they go to school half an hour earlier because they want to play the biking system. Everyone want to play and compete with each other, because competition is something that can generate kids enthusiastic and to win against each other. So it have very good motion. And then at the end, the school have to come back to us. I want to buy another second set, 4 sets in another room, because the children are queuing up too much, and they're very happy to have that system. And also we try to have a QR code for the student. We just use QR code to log in, and then they can immediately identify the name and join the games. So make it very fast for them to process. Okay, one of the advantage of our system compared with other bike system available is that we use one iPad to control all 6 bikes. So the teacher only need to use one iPad, and they get 2-3 kicks. Like within 1 minute, they can start a game already. And the student can play like maybe 2 minutes and then go another group of students, 2 minutes and go. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then the second thing is just about how do you protect the students' information and the data that's being created?
Oh, yeah. Basically, we didn't keep the name of the student. We only keep the student number. So no one is aware which student. And then we have been telling all the schools that you keep just the student number. And then we have the age and those. And then after 1 year, we will try to, when the student left, we will overwrite the student number with other dummy code. Yeah. So it won't keep the name of the student. So as soon as it's protecting the student.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Any question?
Michelle, please.
Okay, so I'm quite interested in this because actually my background is a PE teacher, so I have a couple of questions. Number one, your aim is to increase fitness overall. However, you can only have 6 bikes at a time. So is there any way you are thinking of being able to at some point have more? Because most classes would definitely be 20, if not more kids.
Yeah. We can have like 2 sets, like 12 bytes. Each one iPad control like the 6 bytes, and another iPad control another 6 bytes, like 12 bytes in the school. Yeah.
So you
the-
wouldn't think of expanding it further than 6?
There are some limitations on the iPad. I think most likely they can only connect 6 bytes at the same time. But it has a good thing in the way, if you have 6 bytes, you need to wait until the 6 students get into the bike. That may take some time. So for me, I would suggest to separate into 2 groups. If not, you need to wait 12 students to get on the bike. It may take some time.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, this tracker, I think it is a good idea. However, a lot of kids now have smartwatches which collect the same data. So how would you encourage parents, maybe, because I'm guessing the parents would be the ones purchasing these, or are they purchased by the school and worn, like obviously we have PE lessons, so are they purchased as a set by the school and then worn during the lesson? Like how does that work?
Yeah, I think there are 2 ways that we use the tracker system. One is each like some of the school here right in Hong Kong, the school invite the parents to buy the tracker, and then it's not very costly. It's talking about just maybe 30 US dollar each, and invite the parents to buy, and after that the school will help monitor your kids' status, and then you can view their progress. And it's part of the payment that the parents has to do at the beginning of the year. It's like a fixed payment they have to do at the beginning of the year. And from there, I think we will try to create some awards for the student, like a monthly award. And then for each month, which student get the top 10, they will get an award. And because most parents want the student to get some award or even class award, and then so they're eager to buy the trackers for the student to get some prizes. Yeah. And the secondly is we also have another system, which is they don't need to buy the tracker for or whole level. They just need to buy for one level. Like now I'm going to grade 1. And so all students from grade 1 have a trackers. They will do this project for 2 months for the kids, or 1 month. 1 month for the kids. Okay, the 1 month for the kids to track them doing exercise every day, and give them like a targets to do like every week. Like, okay, this week we have like you can need to do 10 km, and next week you need to do like how many steps together. And by doing 4 weeks, the student have an intention to exercise. Yeah, because they need something to drive them up to exercise. So, and after 1 month, you can change and give these trackers to a grade 2, the whole grade 2 play with it. Then they also give the same phenomenon, ask them to reach the target for the whole month. And once they do it to all levels over the year, you will have some data of each student for this month, how they go from like they only 6,000 steps to over 10,000 steps over that month. Yeah. Because my experience, okay, even if you drive them to wear more than 1 month, maybe they are interested to wear 1 month only. So that's my experience. Just ask them to wear 1 month and give them like heavy target that month to drive them exercise first. Then once they are motivated, like an engine, once they are motivated to exercise, then next month they will feel like, oh, I want to do more exercise. Then they are more eager to do other exercise. I'm not so sure whether
and
I
then
answered your question. Yeah, answer your
Yeah, yeah.
question. Yeah.
And then the final one was the video challenge. Again, it seems quite independent, like rather than a class thing, because it seems to be like a one-to-one, like one screen, one person. So if you're trying to put this into schools, my biggest concern would be it's a very individualized thing. So that would probably be the limitation that I can see.
Depends on how it's going to be arranged. Let's say we have we have some programs like the tracker usage. We can also be deployed to the whole class in a way. We have another system that can shows all the heart rate data on the screen. Okay, we can.
I think that the tracker is okay. Sorry, I don't mean the tracker. I think the tracker is okay. I mean, you had the last one was your video analysis
Oh,
and your video
okay.
challenges,
Yeah. So this one, since
which looks one-to-one.
yeah, it's a more iPad based. You can install a few iPad in the class to ask them to do it in the class. And after that, in fact, what I'm recommending is a coursework for the student to bring home. So you need to do the fitness training on how many sit up and push up. Also, it's a coursework for them to go home. Okay, you need to do this week, every day. How many sit up or push them up, and after that you can review the data, and then we have an option to ask the student to agree to upload the video. Then if they agree, then you can also see how they're doing in the video. Yeah, it can be you can have an iPad in the school, a few iPad to demo, and go home, they do exercise. Yeah, because I think the class time is so little. So we heavily propose to more exercise training at home after class. Yeah.
Maybe in Hong Kong it's little training.
Yeah, Hong Kong
Okay,
have
thank you both. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay, let's take more questions from other panelists.
May I ask a question?
Yes.
So I think students' physical well-being is very important, but I was wondering if the technology has, or you've considered about the students' mental well-being. I think that there is need for balance between the two. So I'm not sure if that's included or there's plans to include it probably at a later time.
In fact, we have also worked out with some teachers on this project in terms of bringing positive thinking for kids, because like the trackers competition platform, we try to invite parents to join. We have so far implemented 5 years of competition in Hong Kong. We try to ask parents and kids to join together, so it become a parents and kids program. And also you can do competition as a parents and kids team, and then we have separate, and then we bring more care within the parents. Yeah. And also we have a positive thinking on the more exercise you do, that you have a better feeling. Yeah.
I think Dr. Sandeepa has a question. Please go ahead, Dr. Sandeepa.
Hi, Ella. Thank you for this. I was just thinking this is the only area where students go out to play and you've brought them in back in the classrooms. But nevertheless, my question is that you said that it benefits schools and the whole community. How do you involve the community in this? That's my first question. And my second question is, do you have something for students with physical disabilities?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. We have so far installed our platform for different scenario, like elderly people, and we put in the center to allow the elderly people to play. Because we surprised to find that a lot of people, even at 50, 60 years old, they also like to do the bike competition. Yeah, they think something is very more interesting than just seeing the screen. They want to do, are you doing better than me? I'm old, you're also old, who is better? So they enjoy, yeah. But then of course we need to have more people to take care of them when they do the bike competition. And also the AI exercise, they also want to learn how to exercise. We have one case in the exhibition. There's a man, he don't like to do it. His wife asked him to do it. And he say, no, no, no. I said, you should try. And after he tried, the man come back many times, the patient to play the game. He's saying, I should do better. If I do more, I should better. And it gives them the mind, even the elderly people, to be involved in technology. And then they feel like, oh, because of they're getting more stars, they give them happiness, so they enjoy. Yeah. So it's not just kids, but also elderly people. They find the happiness they got from doing exercise. We train them to get them together to play. And for the rehab people, okay, basically we are serving over 15 Hong Kong school. It's a special school in Hong Kong with our tracker system, because we believe that many young students at the PESTEL school, they also need to track their activity, because but you know, they are the age of, okay, they are the group of students that was not really addressed by most people. But then the government in Hong Kong, we have installed this to over 10 schools, and they will track the exercise, whether they have over 4,000 steps a day. And then by giving them some animations to see, they are happy to do it. Do you have time to show? Let me show a bit about the animation they get. Let me show. Okay, here.
Sure. Yep, you should be able to.
Where is the...
Are you able to share?
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is the screen we are going to show to them in our iPad in the we have special school. Whenever they do the exercise, they will collect some. They will have some animated effects on the rabbit. They will grow up the rabbit, and also they are going to collect some decoration from the background. Yeah. And so we have different kinds of animated screen to show them, to let them concentrate, and they will they want to get more animation, so they will they do more exercise. Yeah. And also the AI fitness also is something very important for special schools, because according to what I talked to the coach, he said it's very hard to teach a special school student to do exercise because they are not concentrated. But then when they have a big screen with the animated coach doing exercise, they like to follow because they think it's a more gamified, and then they will even save the effort of the coach to teach them. Yeah. Yeah, that's what the coach tell us. They say, oh, they walk a skill, they're happy, then they do exercise. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Sandeepa. We can probably take one or two more questions for Ella. Okay. Any feedback, any guidance to Ella or Kevin on their product or go-to-market strategy or the kind of partnerships that they're building?
Can I
Please, yeah.
suggest? Ella, it's a great project, and I'm sure that everyone is interested in cycling indoors. Can you do something like this outdoors?
Outdoor.
Yes, because exercises are, not just refreshing the body, it also refreshes the mind, the surrounding, everything. The environment is the third teacher, we say.
Yeah.
Like we are trying to get our students out of the classrooms.
Yeah.
And if EdTech tools are getting them back into the classroom, sitting down in one place, even if it's exercising in one place, I think it beats the purpose of exercising.
Yeah, yeah. I think we can have some install some sensor in the bike, and so that when they go to more places, you can collect the stars and also let them also compete with each other. That kind of activity. Yeah, I think we can try to do something with our app. Currently, we have another jogging app that we didn't mention just now, is to bring people to different locations, and by going to this checkpoint, they will collect some rewards, digital rewards. So we can use this as part of the program. You put it's a mobile app program. Then you can use this mobile app program. You do biking, and you go to this area and that area. You go to the checkpoint as requested. Then you get the awards. I mean, it's something that good. Yeah, that can be closer to your request. Yeah.
Thank you. I think that's
one other quick question. With regards to the limitations on connections, would it not be better to implement some kind of central hub that you can have multiple connections to rather than relying on the Bluetooth connections of the iPad? Because if you have a central hub that is using something like 2.4G connection or even a 6G connection, like you'll be able to kind of get past that limitation of the Apple
Yeah. We have also tried before using like we have gateway installed in the school, but it's also in 2.4G the gateway connections is also in because for the small devices like for our trackers we it's easier to put on a small 2.4G Bluetooth device, and also the energy as a low energy power that make it more for wearable is more easier to handle. Yeah. And we use mostly the Bluetooth gateways to connect for the time being in terms of having a easier connection to the tracker.
Thanks a lot, Ella, for responding to questions. I could see that this was not really a brutal roast session. I think our panelists, our jury members have been extremely generous, extremely kind with their questions and feedback. And you know, I mean, obviously, educators are extremely kind people. They have to be very kind, right? that's how they were in this roast session. Believe me, I have been in roast sessions where the panelists just ripped apart the founders and their solution and everything. So you were extremely kind from that perspective.
Yeah.
But really appreciate your time, all the jury members, and thanks a lot, Ella and Kevin, to volunteer for this kind of public roast session. It takes courage to do these kind of activities in public when you know that everybody's going to look at this, and they can look at it even 100 years down the line, because it will stay on internet for eternity, right? Okay, so what I'll do is I'll quickly create breakout rooms so that you can have separate conversations with each of these startups and take it from there. I'll turn off the live stream and recording, and I'll see you later. Yeah. So I'm creating the breakout rooms, and please choose breakout rooms depending on your preference. Kevin, obviously, you will go to your breakout room. Ella, please go to yours. Okay, you're already there. And I'll stop the live stream now. Okay, anybody wants to go in Ella's breakout room? Okay, I'll assign you there, Dr. Sandeepa.
Myself.
Dr. Sophia, yeah, I'll assign you to Archon. Abdel, where would you like to go, please?
Anyone will do.
Any, okay. So I'll put you in touch with.
Could you assign me again? I clicked the wrong Mandarin button.
So Dr. Sophia, okay, you.
Yeah.